Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today we're making a Christmas card. It's the cutest little Christmas card with a snowman and Christmas tree, and it's easy to create with this digital download from my website. Inside the card there's a little pocket that we're creating, and this allows you to put a little gift card or perhaps some money into the card for those people who you just don't know what to buy for at Christmas time. So there's the little pocket for the gift card. And then on the other side here, this is where you write your message on the white part of the card, and then this is the back of the card. So it's colourful, it's bright, it's cheerful, it's super easy to make. It fits into a standard C6 envelope, so you can easily post this in the mail if you like to post Christmas cards to family and friends. It'll just be your standard postage stamp cost, and that's not a thick card, so you're not going to get charged extra for postage. So I'm going to take you step by step through how I created this card, and we're going to make it together. So let's get started. Your first step is to hop on over to my blog at www.papercraftsecrets.com.au and print this off. You've got this section here, which is the front, this section, which is the inside, the cute little snowman, the little tag, the writing part of the card, the back of the card, the little pocket section, and the decoration for the envelope. So when you purchase your file, you will have 2 PDF pages that you'll need to print out. The paper that I printed mine on is called HB Color Choice, and I purchased this at Officeworks for about, I think it's actually $23, or it's around $20 for this packet of paper, but you get a huge packet. It's 250 GSM, so it's a nice thickness. It goes through the printer well. It's an A4 size, and you get 250 pages in this packet of paper. So there's plenty of paper here. It's quite good value for the cost. And the printer prints really quite nicely on it because it's lovely smooth paper. You could use any A4 cardstock that you have at home or that your printer likes. I'm going to cut my piece of A4 cardstock at 5 7/8 on the long side. So I'm cutting it there at 5 7/8, and then I'm folding it in half. The width of an A4 cardstock is 8 1/4 inches. So we're creating an 8 1/4 inch by 5 7/8 inch rectangle. Then we're going to fold those 2 rectangles in half, and that is the base of 2 of our cards. You could use your paper trimmer to trim out these shapes from your printed PDF file. I'm personally going to use a pair of scissors because that's just my preference, but by all means, if you don't like to do fussy cutting, feel free to use your paper trimmer to trim out these rectangles. So I'm going to start with the front cover of the card, and I'm trimming exactly on the red border edge. I'm not having a white border around the red border. That is my preference for this card. You might choose to. I'm just going to be cutting exactly on that red border edge. My next step will be to glue this front picture onto the front of my folded card base. So I'm just popping some liquid glue onto the back of the picture, and then I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to center that evenly onto the front of my card. So I'll have a little white edge all the way around the outside of the card. That's our first page done. Let's move on to our second page now. I'm trimming all the way around the edge again with my sharp scissors, and I'm trimming on the red border line. Now I'm going to open the card, and this page is going to go on the inside of the front cover. So again, I take my liquid glue, pop some glue around the edge and through the middle of the picture. Glue that down. So that there's a little white edge all the way around, and that's nice and smooth down. My next step, take the other page. This time I'm cutting out this rectangle all the way around that red border edge. And this time I'm sticking it on the other page on the inside of the card, and this will be the place where we write our message on the card. Smooth that down. That's looking beautiful. Taking our last large rectangle now and cutting that out. This will go on the back of our card. We are just gluing that down now onto the back of our card, and that's a really pretty paper for the back of the card. So we have all of the base pages on now, and now we're up to embellishing our card. I told you this is not going to take very long. It's a quick and easy card, and it's really fun to make. We're taking the pocket section now, and we're cutting that out on the red border line. Our pocket card will go here. We're only going to be putting glue here, along the bottom and up the side, not along the top, because we want our little card to slip in. Put a line of glue on the edge of the pocket, not a long way in, right on the edge, so that you will have enough room to fit a gift card in the pocket, and then glue it onto the top of the other paper. This will create a pocket that you can put your gift card in, or your money, or whatever you would like inside the card. Our next step is we have a little tag that is optional that you can add into your card. So we're going to cut that tag out. This little tag sits inside the pocket, and it's just a cute little addition to the card. We've got our snowman. Our snowman is going to go on the front of our card. So we're going to cut our snowman out. I am leaving a white border around the edge of the snowman. That is my choice. You don't have to leave a white border if you want to cut right to the edge. But because his arms are very skinny, I think a little bit of a white edge will just add a little bit of width to those little arms and make them a bit stronger. We're cutting around the little snowman's hat, leaving a little white edge all the way down around his little mittens and his little arms, down past his scarf, and then all the way around the bottom of his snowman body. He's super cute. He's going to sit on the middle of the card at the front. We will add just a tiny little bit of recycled cardboard to just pop him up a little bit on the card and add a little bit of dimension. So that's just a little bit of recycled cardboard from an old box. A little bit of glue on one side of the cardboard and stick that down. And then a little bit of glue on the other side of the cardboard. And then we're going to place our snowman onto our card. And here's our focus image on the front cover. Next, we will take our wreath. We're going to trim our wreath out all the way around, leaving a small white border around the edge of the wreath, which will make it quicker to cut out. And then we need a C6 envelope. And really, there's no right or wrong place for this picture. It could go on the front in a corner, but I think I'll put it on the back, just on the flapping, the sort of closure part of the envelope. I'll just stick it on there. That looks quite cute. I can still open and close my envelope because I didn't put glue on the bottom bit, just on the top bit. Alright, so it's up to decorating our card now. We've done all of the hard work. We've just got a tiny little bit of embellishing to go and our card will be finished. I'm going to use some red and white twine for my card. You might have some red ribbon or some gold ribbon or some white twine or some gold twine that you could use. I'm going to punch a hole in my tag where it's got the little red hole. Then I'm cutting my twine to 15 inches, which is a good length for tying twine. I'll fold my twine in half. Take your piece of twine that's folded in half and thread it through the hole in the tag and then thread it through the hole in the twine. And then you're just going to tie a bow. And then we can position it into our little pocket. It's so cute. And let's pretend that this is our gift card. It might be like a Maya gift card or a Coles gift card or a Bunnings gift card. And you can just pop that in behind your little tag. And that's where you would store your little gift card, or you could roll up a $50 note or something if you preferred to give money. Now you could leave your card exactly like that. It's perfectly ready to send out now. You just need to write a message on, or you could use some embellishments to just pretty your card up a little tiny bit. You could use some gold kindy glitz on the stars of the card. And then once this kindy glitz is dried, you'll just have a nice little sparkly touch to your card. Put some on the little baubles on the tree and a little bit of gold on the tinsel that's on the tree. And then maybe you might like to add some red sparkly glitter glue for the red baubles. And what about a little bit on his scarf? Give him a glittery scarf. Now this is just optional, but it's a nice little touch that makes the card look more handmade than just a shop bought card. There we go, that looks cute. Now if you start printing your cards out now and creating them, you will have plenty of cards ready in time for Christmas. If you haven't checked out my other Christmas card using this same papers, the Christmas step card, make sure you have a look at that as well, because they will coordinate nicely together. This card is super cute. It's quick and easy to create. You could create multiples of these cards for a low cost, and you could mass produce these. You could get the kids to make these cards. They're that simple. Once they understand how to do it, I'm sure that they could create these for you. So it's just a nice, fun, easy way to have a little bit of time crafting in your craft room, getting yourself ready for Christmas, and creating a beautiful card or cards in the process. So I hope you like this tutorial. Make sure you pop on over to my blog and purchase your digital download so that you can print this out and create this card at home. You can create as many cards as you like using these printable downloads. You're never going to run out of paper. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely crafty day.